everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Bianca from by Empress B. If it is your first time tuning in, I just want to say welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back again and for more and being in my space and energy so we can deliver some divine guidance authentically, still with a level of tenderness. So today's reading is going to be a all about love pick card reading for those that are in committed relationships and just wanting an energetic update. For those that are single, a next in love reading is coming, and for those that are in no contact, there's going to be a reading for that up as well, so you can have something just more tailored to your situation. So for this reading, as per usual, there's not going to be any piles to choose from. I want you guys to choose intuitively, so you can push the boundaries of your spirit and strengthen your intuition. So you're going to choose some numbers 1, 2, or 3, and I will meet you at your piles. Hi, my pile ones. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So as usual, I've already meditated on your piles so we can get a clear vision or just some themes to anchor the message for this reading. So in my meditation, I saw sadness and grief, financial issues, and a need for quality time. So this, for some of you, you guys may be in the middle of a transition that is causing some grief, or maybe there is this disconnect and there's a call for a need and quality time. And with financial issues, it may be a lack of quality time. And sometimes, we attach our worth based on how we can provide or contribute, and that may be causing a lot of grief and feelings of discontentment. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to get into some oracle messages and then follow that with emotions, etc., etc. And so those are my part ones need to know when it comes to love and their person. Yes, absolutely. Unraveling. So the camera's on the other side, but this is the card if it focuses. So a period of unraveling is a period of the wind is blowing and life is just pulling you each and every way. You're shedding your identity, you're shedding beliefs, you're in a stage of transformation, you're in a stage of literally unraveling. And this can mean emotionally, stability wise, things are changing and causing you to shift your view and reevaluate where your roots are. How rooted are you? And there's this saying, when your roots are deep, you don't fear the wind. So this is all about reevaluating your foundation, so when the wind blows, your foundation isn't going with it. So I see this for you guys as being a period of heavy transition. Emotions are high, and I think that's where this sadness and grief and this need for quality time comes in, because sometimes when we're going through things individually, it kind of alters our perception romantically, and we think that our partner may not be showing up for us in the best way when they may be going through something too. So it's that miscommunication going on, or misperception. And sisters, what do my power ones need to work on emotionally in this dynamic, currently in this state of unraveling? Okay, absolutely. A lot of root chakra work. So again, stability, grounding, your foundation. Okay. I'm going to take the back of the deck energy. So let's go over these really quick before we start to pull more. So the first card we have out is honoring self, and the trigger statement is, this is the way it has always been done. True statement, I create my way. You are ready to fulfill your desires by thinking outside of the box, excuse me. The path, Jesus Christ, less traveled may be more fulfilling. So this may be choosing an unconventional way of dealing with these issues, or maybe just trying to take time for yourself, maybe quality time for yourself, maybe a little solo trip, just to kind of get your mind in order and really take some time to honor your individuality and nurture yourself. So we have trigger statement, I have so much to do. True statement, I am playful. So this is where these financial issues come in, or just feeling the state of overwhelm. Let the burdens of responsibility go in this moment and look at your world with the eyes of a child. So regardless of these financial issues, or the strain that you might be feeling, it does not mean that you can't experience any joy in this moment, that you can't experience any love with your partner in this moment. Yes, this is the reality of things, but I can still experience joy. It does not have to be voided or taken from me just because I'm experiencing any varying degree of unraveling or changes whatsoever. So we have trigger statement, I need to control. True statement, I surrender. Allow yourself to relax with the currents of life. These changes will take you even closer to where you are meant to be. So already tie into the honoring self and already the anchoring themes, just confirmation for that. This is about self-care for the both of you, and kind of sticking it out. That depends on your situation. That is under your own free will. Everybody does not need to stick it out. For some of you, this may be even leaving and deciding what's best for you, and deciding that this may not be the best situation for you. You may not want to be in this space of unraveling with this person. Trigger statement, it is their fault. True statement, my thoughts are the cause of my suffering. As emotions rise, go within to see what stories and memories are fueling them. Then release what is not serving you with gratitude. Okay, this one, okay. This one really did it. What I want to say with this is, when triggers arise, when we are unraveling, sometimes we are in a state of projection. We are in a state of damning a person and casting them away because of these feelings that are backed, these triggers that are backed by these memories, and these memories that are backed by anger, and this anger that has been brewing and has just been sitting with us in a pit and waiting to be bubbled up, waiting to be agitated. So it's important to do some self-reflection, just to check in with yourself, to see where these thoughts are coming from, to see how is this the reality of the situation, or does this feel familiar and it's causing my emotions to be in a state of disarray? Let's get some more cards here. Actually, I'm going to use this deck. This says, what do my power ones need to know when it comes to their love life right now? Okay, we have the Tower. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Oops. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And we have the Six of Cups. Seven of Swords. Okay, so first and foremost, with the Tower card, we already see this unraveling. We already see the breakdown. We already see the foundation being reevaluated and things that are not firmly rooted, not firmly cemented, are just being blown away right now at this point. And the proverb for the Tower card is, what is inflated too much will break into fragments. And with that analogy that I just gave, I think it's very fitting for this Tower card and this proverb. So with the Tower card, with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, all of these cards just tie into this grief, but also the need to control what is happening. To control how things are falling. What is it called? You know the saying, let the dust settle where it may? This is like you trying to pinpoint where the dust is settling, or your person, and kind of being in this space of perfectionism. Even though things are falling apart, as long as I still have the inner strength, or I still have some energy to overexhaust myself to make things look perfect. Like in my mind, I'm seeing like a teapot being like shattered and someone trying to glue it back together bit by bit. It's still broken at the end of the day, but if you're far away enough, it'll look fine. You know, so it's about being mindful of trying to alter the perception of something that is currently now breaking down. And sometimes it's better to let it fall apart, let it break down, and see what is best for you. Is it best to rebuild with this person? Is it best to rebuild by myself? And with the Wheel of Fortune card here, it says the rain does not recognize anyone as a friend, and it drenches all equally. So this is really tough times hitting right now, really tough times. And this may be causing you to reminisce on the past. Reminisce on the past and how things used to be, when things used to be so loving. This is just being in a state of nostalgia. And this may be what is being projected onto this relationship. While things are falling apart, it just may be cloaked in the essence and the feeling and the warmth of the past. And with the Seven of Swords card here, it's like, are you deceiving yourself by being in this illusion of comfort and security, when in actuality things are coming apart, things are unraveling, things are feeling very burdensome, things feel a bit stagnant and stuck. Let me get some more cards. Actually, let me pull the oracle. It says there's any more messages for my pile ones. So we have moving right, we have tethered, and we have balance. And we have reciprocity. So with the moving right card and the tethered and the balance, there's an obvious need for balance in this relationship, balance in expectations and ideals, and for the both of you to be fully present. Now, because the both of you are maybe sharing the burden financially, or the both of you may be feeling this grief and desire for quality time, but it's a lack of communication happening, it's causing this kind of seesaw emotion where the both of you are never really on the same level. So it's important that you guys communicate well about what you need. If you need more reassurance at this time, communicate that. If you need more quality time, if you want to have a movie night, plan it. And sometimes maybe when things are in a state of disarray, you're still kind of hoping that this person will initiate the change, initiate something, kind and loving. And it's important to remember that you can do that as well. You can still participate in the change that you want to see. And with the tethered card here, And with your trigger statements from previously before, and I'm just looking at the sigil or the symbol on this card, I think it's important that you both remember your individuality. The both of you need some time to yourselves, time to remember who you were before this relationship, or a consistent reminder of the things that you love, your hobbies, your dreams outside of this person, because sometimes things get really intertwined with people. And we have the moving right card here. So for some of you, even though you're going in the right direction, it does not mean that you won't experience obstacles. It doesn't mean that there won't be a need for flexibility. It doesn't mean that everything will be sunshine and rainbows. It doesn't mean that there won't be any lessons while you're on the journey of moving on the right path. Okay. What do I want to do? I want to pull one more card and then I'm going to close it out. And so, if there's any final messages for my pile ones. Okay, so we have trigger statement. I hate my body. True statement. My body is my temple. Remember that you are a spiritual being having an earthly experience. Revere your loyal and sacred body. So, with this time of transition, turmoil, tower moments, and change, it's important to stay present in your body. And this may be where the disconnect is happening, because the both of you are stressing and straining that you're forgetting to take care of yourself. You're forgetting the things you love. And because there's this forgetting of self, it's like, how can I pour into you when I need me right now? Where I need me the most right now. Yes. Okay, my Hi, my pal twos. Welcome to your reading all about love and all of those great things. So as per usual, I've already meditated on the themes or whatever my ancestors want to show me, whatever visions. So for you guys, so lots of fun stuff. Lots of fun stuff. So just to sum it up and keep it a little PG, so exploring physical touch, exploring, you know, new levels of seduction and desires. Dance is a form of intimacy, so you may be interested in taking a dance class, and just exploring new levels of movement and surrender with your partner. And also, I saw acts of service, so gift giving, just helping with whatever you need, and just being available in that way. So first, we're gonna get a oracle message for you guys, and then we'll get into the emotional stuff and anything that needs to be worked on. Yes. And sisters, what do my pile twos need to know when it comes to the person and love interest? So we have worldly work and without detour. And we have birth. So birth can mean many things. This does not have to be a physical birth. It could be a metaphysical birth, but for some of you, it may be a physical birth. There was a lot of, sensual touching and seduction, and with exploring physical touch, it can obviously lead to more, with consent, of course. So yes, moving on from that, let's just pull the emotions. Ancestors, are there any triggers or any emotional anything emotional that they can explore and reflect upon for my pile twos. I was gonna say emotional capacity, but I don't know. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna pull two because I feel like this is definitely it. So we have trigger statement. I am somewhere else. True statement. Right here now. Everything is perfect. Allow your energy to shift to the material plane where it is needed for you to complete what you have set out to do. So, with exploring physical touch and the need for presence, the need for you to be rooted, this may be to help you feel comfortable in your body, to just make it more easy for you to be in a state of receptivity. And we have awareness here. So, being in a new level of awareness, having a new vision of intimacy, of relationships, of partnerships, and what love can be like. So, with I Am Somewhere Else, this is about staying in the present moment. You may be very airy or just kind of zoning out from time to time. You may not do very well with conflict or criticism. That could be very possible. Yes. So moving on to the awareness card, it says trigger statement, I never get what I want. True statement, I am a powerful creator. So this is about speaking up for your needs in love. What are you desiring? What do you need? What do you need from them right now? How do you want to be touched? How do you want to be loved on? What reassurance do you need? What acts of service can they provide for you? What can they do to make your life easier? What can they do to make your life easier? How can they participate more in the things that you love? How can they participate more in your hobbies and the exploration of new hobbies? Would you like them to be more adventurous, and may have a day of the week that you guys go out to try new things? And with the worldly work, I think this is more of living more in this relationship, doing more fun stuff, really exploring life together, and maybe even traveling together, but still needing to make some adjustments in terms of balance, because we have the without detour card here reversed. So there's some things that cannot be skipped over in order for the both of you to have a healthy partnership to move forward. And this may be being honest about what is causing you to sometimes disconnect. And this may be even being disconnected from your body. And we have the back of the deck for that, for the emotion, the trigger statement cards. And it says, trigger statement, I feel conflicted. True statement, I am true to my highest self. Your focus needs to turn within to reflect on stories that are not true for you. Love is the way through. So there may be some insecurities arising, causing you to be in a state of disconnect, or maybe you're just in your head about this relationship, and if maybe it'll work out, and it's doing quite fine. It looks very healthy to me. There's just need for communication about how you're really feeling underneath it all, and how you can really open your heart to this, really be receptive, really be open and vulnerable, and explore this new level of intimacy. Ancestors, what do my pile twos need to know when it comes to love? I was going to say pile T's. I don't know if your person's name starts with a T. Okay. I'm going to take all these other cards. Okay. I'm going to start from the bottom and I'll work my way up. So, with the Ace of Swords here, It says your mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. And like I said, keeping your heart open. So just being open to this experience itself, because you may be feeling conflicted because you're closing off because of this disconnect. Because of this disconnect, as well as we have the Seven of Wands here, and it says to suffer does not mean to die. And it just reminds me of focusing on what stories you're telling yourself. So it may be creating this air of exhaustion, this air of just feeling tired, just feeling like you fought the long fight and it's just like, oh my God. And this may be that essence of what I was talking about before, not being able to take criticism because it just feels a bit overwhelming. And we have the Judgment card here reversed. So with this person and in this dynamic, it is important that you stay connected to yourself, to your intuition. Because ultimately, it's like the lack of connection with your higher self is kind of throwing things out of balance and causing tension. So it's causing, and this disconnect may be causing some level of pessimism, some level of cynicism, a lack of confidence, a need for a new beginning. So there will be an opportunity to turn things around, obviously, with a conversation and some lovely communication, because the tension that you might be feeling within yourself, within this dynamic, may just be coming from you, or maybe coming from this person. Flip it how you need it to flip it. But it is important that we address our emotions and reflect on how we can be more emotionally regulated, so we can develop the self-awareness to kind of check these stories that rise, the stories that we are keeping alive, that keep us disempowered, that keep us down, that keep us in a space of feeling undesirable. Okay, my pile twos, that is all I have for you. I am going to... Hi, my pile threes. Welcome to your reading. So, as per usual, I've already meditated on your pile, so we can have some themes going on to really anchor down these messages for more added clarity, of course. So, for your pile, I saw lots of beautiful water. So this relationship felt easeful, it felt peaceful, it was just flowing very gently, just very beautiful, just very serene. Okay. And I also see a seed. Um Seed, okay. For those of you who don't want children right now, just stay protected, stay strapped up. But I saw a need, for protection over your relationship. So I'm gonna be very specific with this, because in the vision I saw, it was like an older woman just kind of not speaking over, maybe speaking badly over the relationship, or just trying to have her hands on it in general, but with ill intent, just a means of causing, disarray, causing chaos. Like the way she was over the relationship, or kind of like on the sidelines trying to, control it. Like the way I saw it, it just carried the essence of chaos. It just carried the essence of like negativity and disarray. So outside of that, you can always get a protection candle. I'll link some in my description box if I remember to do so, or if somebody needs it, just comment and I'll drop the link. But yes, let's get into the oracle message. And sisters, what do my power threes need to know when it comes to love? We have ancestral work in the reverse. We have crossing paths. at the back of the deck, ancestral work showed up, and I just started burping like crazy. So let's get into some emotions of this situation. Um, for the two of you, outside influences apart. Um, what do my power threes need to know or reflect on emotionally? Okay. Yep. Okay. So with the ancestral work card here reverse, a lot of heart chakra and solar plexus work here. Um, with the ancestral work card in reverse, if you guys are venerating your ancestors or your spiritual team in any way, shape, and or form, there's a need to commune with them. They may have been warning you about this and you have just been missing the message, or they may be having a hard time communicating with you or having the energy to get messages through to you in the way that they need to, because of, you know, a lack of offerings, not having clean water for messages to come through clear. You may need to just put a glass of water under your bed, and blow over it. Sometimes I like to blow over a glass of water under my bed and add a drop of black vessel oil, and that clears things right up for me. If those of you are having trouble receiving messages, the dreams are just, I don't know, the dreams are just messed up. You just don't understand. So really set your intention and then put your essence over it. Okay, so with ancestral work, again, they may have been warning you about this, and it has just been kind of falling to the wayside. Okay, so with the emotion cards, we have trigger statement, I am not safe. True statement, I am secure. Fill any areas of energetic weakness with strength. You can walk easily knowing that you are safe and protected. Your ancestors are literally your first line of defense, your very first line of defense. You can petition, if you work heavily with your ancestors, you may need to do some protection work, like I said before, around this relationship. And for some of you, I just feel called to mention the book The Spirit of Intimacy. I'll also link that down below, but it also touches base on the sacredness and protecting your relationship. Anyways, so trigger statement, why does this always happen to me? True statement, I am at peace. Know that everything will work out as it needs to be, and hold a space of gratitude to watch miracles unfold. So we have evolution here. Trigger statement, things will never change. True statement, I attract only what is for my highest good. The imbalances and relationships that have been keeping you down are no longer needed. You're ready to transform. So this may be a parental figure or a grandparent. Trigger statement, I can't do that. True statement, I am a light. Step forward and be the bright light that you are. Serve your purpose to the world by sharing your amazing gifts. So some of you, this may be somebody that you know and you're aware of them doing this, and you just may have not been taking them very seriously, or you just may have not been confident enough to stand up for this person, to really rally for your partner and go toe to toe with this person. And this does not mean confrontation whatsoever, but like really setting that boundary, really saying like, okay, you know, this is a line that you cannot cross. When it comes to my relationship and the sacredness and the sanctity of the love that I'm trying to cultivate and build. Okay, so moving on. Ancestors, what do my properties need to know when it comes to their relationship? Okay. The Tower, the Devil, Nine of Wands reverse, and the Justice card reversed, and we have the Emperor card reversed. Really, I just feel like this is heavily, Jesus, influencing your connection. This negative energy. I feel like this may be causing a breakdown. It may be causing this rift. And the Devil card, I feel like it's representing this person coming in and feeling like, here we go again with this lack of courage and the feeling paranoid about what's going on. You may be already be sensing this. So these messages are kind of like, oh, it's like on a replay, because it's like things have been out of balance, and you're visually seeing things kind of head out of whack. But it's like the lack of action, the lack of willpower, the lack of follow through, lack of faith in yourself to really, strap down and really ride the wave that is going on here, to continue to keep your relationship easeful and pure. um yeah, so with the Tower card here, and this came up for another pile as well, but in your situation I feel like it's a bit different. I feel like it is a really need to protect your foundation as you continue to build. There's obviously going to be, cracks that you have to, plaster back together with your person. But it is that much harder to make repairs to the home that you're trying to build if someone's constantly poking holes in your roof, and when it rains, it pours and your house is flooding. Okay. So my pile of threes, that is all I have for you. I'm keeping this message real short and straight to the point, for those who just need to ponder on this, because I don't think there's really much more to say on this. Okay. I wish you all the best. Please stay protected, and yeah.